Hey guys, Schmidt here and welcome to Mount and Blade Warband. Finally I have got myself the full version and I am going to start playing a new game. Welcome adventurer to Mount and Blade Warband. Before beginning the game you must create your character. Remember that in traditional medieval society depicted in the game, war and politics are blah 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 blah. If you want to pause the video and read this, you can, but I'm not going to bother reading it right now. I am going to play as a male. I am going to be I normally go for a veteran warrior or an impoverished noble, so I'm probably going to go with an impoverished noble. You came into the world as son of declining nobility, owning only the house in which they lived. However, despite your family's hardships, they afforded you a good education and trained you from childhood for the righteous rigours of aristocracy and life at court. You started to learn about the world almost as soon as you could walk and talk. You spent your early life as I'm going to be a craftsman apprentice. As a boy growing out of childhood, you appreciate apprentices with a local craftsman to learn a trade. After years of hard work and study under your new master, he prompted you to journeyman and employed you as a fully paid craftsman for as long as you wished to stay. Then, as a young adult, life changed as it always does. You became I'm going to become a squire because that increases my strength. Though the strength felt some to you, somewhere along the way you would become a man and the whole world seemed to change around you. When you were named squire to a noble at court, you practiced long hours with weapons, learning how to deal out hard knocks and how to take them too. You were instructed in your obligations to your lord and of your duties to those who might one day be your vassals. But in addition to learning the chivalric ideal, you also learned about the less uplifting side. Old warrior stories of ruthless power politics, of betrayals and usurpations, of men who use guile as well as valour to achieve their aims. But soon everything changed and you decided to strike out on your own as adventurer. What made you take this decision was... I was just bored and wanted to do something. Become an adventurer and ride to your destiny. Okay. What banner am I going to have? I think I'm not going to be original. And I'm just going to look through them now. I like that one. That one is nice. Let's see if there are any others that take my fancy. No, we're at the beginning. Okay, I think I'm going to go with this deer. Realistic, no quitting without saving. And I'm going to be Richard Smith. Actually, I'm going to be Richard Schmidt Smith. Yes. Now you see, I start off with some quite good stats. I'm going to increase my intelligence and my strength. Start with lots of that. Get some power draw. Get 1 in prisoner management. And I think I'm going to get 1 in trainer. Yeah, trainer. And I'm going to put all my points into archery. There we go. Adjust your character's face. Okay. There I am. Now that's actually quite depicted of me in real life, but just to make this interesting, I'm going to have a beard. Because I can. Look at that nice shaggy beard. That's really shaggy. Yep. No, I'm not going to be... yeah. Nope. I think I'm going to No, I'm going to stay as a blonde, I think. Yep, there we go. Done. You hear about Caradia, a land torn between rival kingdoms, battling each other for supremacy, a haven for knights and mercenaries, cutthroats and adventurers, all willing to risk their lives in pursuit of fortune, power or glory. In this land, which holds great dangers and even greater opportunities, you believe you may leave your past behind and start a new life. You feel that finally you hold the key to your destiny in your hands, free to choose as you will, and that whatever course you take, great adventures will await you. Drawn by the stories you hear about Calradia and its kingdoms, you... Now, who am I going to join? Let's look around. Which one? I think I'm going to start in Ravidin, in the Kingdom of the Vigers. You have come through the Vigir headlands, a plateau exposed to the bitter winds from the north. The land here is frozen for most of the year, but the forests are rich with fur-bearing game, and the rivers are teeming with fish. The riches of the land draw the traders, but the traders in turn draw bandits. You saw the occasional dark figure mounted on a shaggy pony, watching the passage of your caravan from a snowy ridge, and were glad when the spires of Ravenin came into view across the wide valley of the Bullock River. You are exhausted by the time you find Union Raven and fall asleep quickly. However, you awake before dawn and are eager to explore your surroundings. You venture out onto the streets, which are still deserted. All of a sudden, you hear a sound that stands the hairs of your neck on end, the rasp of a blade sliding through its scabbard. Oh god. Oh, it's the first fight. Ah, evil dude. Evil guy. Oh, I shot him. No time. Slash. I killed him. Ooh, Merchant Raven. Are you alright? Well, I guess you're alive at any rate. I'm not sure that we can say the same for the other fellow. That's one less thief to trouble our streets at night, although heavens knows he won't be the last. Anyway, maybe you can help me with something. Let's talk broadside. Out here, we don't know who's listening. Merchant takes you to his house. Once inside, he stands by the door for a while, checking the street, and then finally convinced you have not been followed, comes near you to speak. Nice place he's got here. Now, let me explain my proposition. We've always had brigands in the hills, driven to banditry by war, debt, or love of violence. Recently, however, they've been getting bolder, leaving their camps in the wild and venturing into town, looking for unwary prey. The watch commander tells us it's because of all the fighting on the frontiers, few are meant to keep an eye on the streets, but I'm not sure what to make of that. It seems to me that the most logical explanation is that these bandits have an ally inside the walls, who helps them enter unnoticed and helps them identify particular tempting targets. Last week, you see, they took my brother. Oh god, no. I don't know what my brother was thinking. A lad from a prominent house, out alone after dark in times like these. Well, I suppose you were too, but you're a stranger here, and didn't know how bad things had become. He had no such excuse. But he's family, so what can you do? If you don't protect your kin, then people will start thinking that you can't protect your investments either, and I can't have that. No doubt the gang will soon send word about a ransom, but I don't care to pay it. So here's my proposition. You look like you've had a bit of experience with the blade, and more importantly, you must have a bit of fire in your belly, or you wouldn't be coming to Calradia to seek your fortune. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Gather a small party, track down these bandits to their lair, teach them a lesson they won't forget, and get my brother back safe. In return, you'll earn my lasting gratitude and bitter silver. What do you say? I am interested. You won't be able to do this by yourself, though. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. There we go. This is the beginning of the tutorial mission. So, just press tab to leave. And welcome back to Mount & Blade Warband. You've already seen the map before for my demo feature. If not, the link will be in the description. And yeah, I'm going to just take a look around. Anyone in the tavern I can recruit? Merchant, Catron, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Frentis, I know from my previous experience that Frentis is a free companion. I'm lost. Why so gloomy, friend? I have committed the greatest of all sins, sir, and it is to my shame that I must appoint you my confessor, if you should like to hear it. I was a captain of horse in the service of the Lord here in Ravenin, and my brother served with me. but we were both in love with the same woman, and Kirsten, a temptress who played upon our jealousies. My brother and I quarrelled. I had drunk too much. He slapped me with his glove, and I spit him upon my sword. My own brother! My sword arm was stained with the blood of my kin. Do you believe there is hope for a man like me? Can I find the path of righteousness, or am I doomed to follow the demons that dwell inside of me? You could join us, right wrongs, fight oppressors, redeem yourself, that kind of thing. Yes, you must have been sent by divine providence. Lead me away from darkness. I am well practised in the arts of war, but I beg you, sir, I wish to use my skills to defend the innocent, the pure, and the defenceless, not to be a common brigand and wreak more misery than I have already wrought. Happy to be of service. Get your things together and we shall be on our way. Yay, we've now got a companion. I wonder if Caitron's free. Let me just check. Hello there, laddie. Have a drink with me. What's the occasion? Why, I managed to sell my wagon and pots, lads. For once I've got money to spend and I intend to make the best of it. For 30 years I followed the armies of this land, selling them victuals and drink, watching their games of dice and finding girls, and near a dinner was left in my purse at the end. It's no kind of life, victualling the armies. You earn a bit here and a bit there as the soldiers spend their money, and then along comes one defeat and you have to start over, indebting yourself to buy a new wagon and new oxen. So I've decided to get out of the business, but army life is all I know. What will you do now? Why, I'll be a soldier myself. Help my old hands to a bit of loot to comfort me in my retirement. 2 boys I bore, both soldier brats, and they became soldiers themselves. One had his head split by a Kurdic war club, the other died of the pox, but at least they didn't die hungry. I know how to swing a blade, staunch a wound, and feed an army on the march. It would be a foolish captain who passed up the opportunity to hire an experienced campaigner like me. Say, laddie, don't you command a war party of your own now? Sounds like you could be useful. You're hired. Hey, thank you, Captain, but before joining you, I asked for a payment of 100 dinars. 100 dinars. Yeah, why not? It's only 100 dinars. I still have quite a lot left. Do I have, like... Yes, I start off with some fish. It means I don't have to get food so quickly. What am I doing? Look in the armor merchant. There's never anything in the armor merchant. Swords. Battered old round shield. I don't have any money. I need to go and kick some looters' asses then. Oh god, no. Please don't bug out like that. Okay. Let's go to Ayik. Oh god, no, stay away, go away. King Yarglet's party? Where the hell is King Yarglet? No, stay back. Protect me, king, thank you. I just want to recruit villagers from Ayik. Oh, 7 Vigear recruits? Why, you are a generous folk. Let's see if we can get over to Bandra without getting attacked. Five more recruits, yes. Alright guys, I'm going to end this episode off here. I've got 12 Vigear recruits, Catron and Ferentis. And we will be seeing you next time in Mount and Blade Warband.